Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Guess old man's got something else to ramble about. Big surprise. Uh, what am I going to ramble about today? Well, nostalgia, I guess. I remember as a kid, middle of August, summer's winding down, going to the store with my mother or something, or even sometimes when I was older by myself. The basic gist of what was going on in the stores was back to school sales. Kids need pencils and papers, new school clothes, TV commercials, newspaper ads, magazine ads. Everything was geared toward kids going back to school and back to school sales. So, mid August, my wife and I go to the grocery store. And what do we see on the aisles? Halloween sales. I don't know if I ranted about this before on this my channel, but if I have, I'm ranting about it again. If not, good. I'm being original this for content. But yeah, walking down, mid August, what's on the shelves? Halloween sales. Halloween decorations, Halloween candy. I mean, the Halloween decorations aren't up in the store, but they're basically starting their Halloween sales in mid-August, when the actual date of Halloween is 10 weeks or more away. And that's just one thing. But what really got me started thinking about this and wanting to maybe talk about it was that my coworker sent me something in an instant message the other day. That was the Hallmark Channel's Christmas movie schedule, which starts in mid-October, 10 weeks before Christmas. Before Halloween is even here, they're already advertising their Christmas movie specials in September. A month out from when they're actually going to start showing their Christmas movies, which is 2 weeks before Halloween. And I remember we had time to breathe between holidays, time to relax and take in the scenery. Summer was about summer. It was about barbecues and going to the swimming pool, riding bikes around with your friends. I mean, for me, I was a kid. Um, going out for ice cream, because all the ice cream shops are open. And it was hot enough to want to eat ice cream. Um, and generally just relaxing and having a good time. And then school started, and you didn't think about you didn't really start thinking about Halloween until, October 1st. September, you were a kid, you were dealing with school. If you're a parent, you're dealing with your kids going back to school, and all the stuff that entailed. We're starting sports tryouts and tryouts for anything to do with, school stuff. Trying to get me to do my homework again, which I'm sure was one of my parents' great stress points. But, you had a good month between the end of summer and the start of the Halloween season where you could just not think about a holiday. And then, Halloween came and went. You had a couple weeks before you really started thinking about Thanksgiving. I mean, your parents might have planned dinner, but it wasn't, a major holiday event. And nowadays it's just ignored because you just move straight from, 4th of July parties to Halloween to Christmas. There's nothing in between as far as everybody else is concerned. But again, Christmas, when Thanksgiving ended, people who put their people who put their Christmas decorations up right after Thanksgiving were kind of the outlier. There were a couple people who did it, but it was more about it wasn't everybody. It wasn't a majority of the people. There were one or two families that did it because they had the weekend off, and it was either to do it when you had the time off than trying to do it in the middle of the week when you were working. There was no need for any of this. You used to be able to buy a Christmas tree in the middle of December. My wife and I, there's a local tree farm that we go to. We cut our own Christmas tree. We do it every year, or we have done it every year. For several years, we had to find new places because we would call this place. I mean, we always went the first the first weekend, first Saturday in December, what was always our date to go to pick up the Christmas tree. And then one year, several years ago, we called them and said, no, we're sold out. Like, what do you mean you're sold out? It's like December 4th. How can you be sold out Christmas tree? Yeah, we sold out like in 3 days. And that's been the case. We if we want to get a fresh, our own home Christmas tree, we have to go Thanksgiving week. Do we have no choice? I mean, yeah, there was one year we went everywhere. We had to travel for something. We had to travel, and we were out of state, and we couldn't get a Christmas tree. So when we came home, it was like December 8th, I think, and there were no Christmas trees to be had on December 8th. We had to go to freaking Lowe's Hardware and get the worst Christmas tree I've ever had. And have it up for a couple weeks. It's like, just, that's just people going nuts. People just, there's no time to breathe anymore between holidays. As far as the Hallmark Channel is concerned, Christmas lasts for 4 months out of the year. There's the mid-October, mid-January stretch, and then, Christmas in July. Hallmark and Lifetime live off of Christmas. It's their major source of income. But man, I love Halloween and Christmas. They're my two favorite holidays, hands down, and always have been. And hopefully always will be. I hope I'm never too old to love Christmas and Halloween. Even though we don't go full out like we did when the kids were little and still lived at home. My wife always loved doing the holidays big when the kids were small and lived at home. Or even when they weren't small and they still lived at home. When my daughters were in college, we still did the full thing. We still, if they were home, we carved a Halloween pumpkin. We put up the Christmas tree as a family. We made Christmas cookies. I helped, my wife made the dough, and the kids and I would those the Christmas cutters and decorate the cookies, and she'd throw them in the oven, bake them. It was a family affair. We dyed Easter eggs. I hid Easter eggs in the lawn, and the kids, even when the kids were college age, we still did that. My wife still made the kids wear bunny ears and with a basket and collect Easter eggs in the yard every year as long as they lived at home. The whole 9 yards. I love the holidays. But there's no time to breathe anymore. Not really. As far as advertising is concerned, as far as them trying to shove the holidays down our throats, it's just too much. I want to appreciate the things as they occur. I see people on social media like pumping Halloween in June. It's like, let me enjoy the summer. I love Halloween. I'm glad that you love Halloween. But Maine summers are short, and I'm going to enjoy them. Let me in, I don't need Halloween 365 days a year. To all things, there is a season. Let me enjoy the seasons as they come and go. Let me experience the seasons as they pass through. I want to go through Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas and Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day and Easter and 4th of July. These are all the holidays that cycle through the seasons, and I want to enjoy them in their time. And for so much, it's just rushing to celebrate either their favorite holidays or the next holiday, and stores trying to be the first one to get that sale. If we don't start selling Halloween candy in August, they might buy their Halloween candy somewhere else. It's like, so what? Does it really that make that much of a difference? Do you really have to sell Halloween candy in August and Christmas candy in October? People who have a jar full of candy are going to have a jar full of candy. They're going to buy the candy. They're going to buy the Christmas decorations. But there's that fear if they don't start the sales as soon as possible that they might lose 15 cents to someone else. Just let us breathe. And let us enjoy this holidays in their season. Good hunting.